If your garden is looking all types of rough here at the end of August, you are not alone. Today, I recruited my littlest helper to hop out to the garden and see what we could find. We have had 2 weeks of no rain and just absolute extreme temperatures. So everything in my garden just looks fried. I'm actually kind of amazed that anything is even still alive. We thankfully finally got some rain the other night that resurrected it just a wee bit. So today we went out to see where we could find tomatoes, we have lots of cucumbers that are still coming in. Cucumbers, you really have to search for them. They do not grow where you plant them. So you'll often find them. These ones were in my blackberries. I planted those actually 2 beds over. And they have just hopped over and really traveled. This one climbed all the way up my fence and is climbing on top of my fence. And that's kind of what makes cucumbers fun. I find that planting more of them makes it better. This was one of my green peppers. It was getting unsupported, so I added some bracing to it so that it wouldn't break. And again, the tomatoes, they just look like absolute chaos. It's a mess. I did not want to go out there in 100-degree weather, so I just left it, and it still produces food, even when it looks like absolute garbage. Any of them that weren't in the best shape, we always give to the chickens or we add to the compost. My goal today is to turn the cucumbers into pickles. This green pepper wasn't intended to be picked, but I broke a branch, so we brought it in. This pepper, I bought a 4-pack from a little hardware store for $1. They're pepper plants. So they're finally growing. They've all 4 grown. They're starting to produce peppers, and I'm super intrigued to see how many I get from that. All these little green ones are because I had a 1.5-year-old helping me pick tomatoes today, and no matter how many times I said only the red ones, he insisted on picking the green. This is where my cucumbers that I've worked so hard to grow have started going bad, because the reality of being a mom who gardens is I've had my youngest toddler be sick for the last 4 days. And when you have a toddler that is sick, absolutely nothing on your to-do list will get done. But today, I am determined to turn all of our cucumbers that we have inside into pickles. I pulled our dill out of the freezer that we stuck in the freezer all the way back in spring. These are some flowers that we are still picking, and I hope you all just have the most wonderful day.